Love, light, and blessings. Shamanic Arabic Priestess here, and this will be my last video that I'm pre-recording today. But it's an important video nonetheless, at least in my personal opinion. Um, and it's a video about the evil eye. I feel like that's something nobody really talks about. And so the evil eye, or el mal de ojo, um, is pretty much someone wishing negativity upon you. They don't necessarily have to do an actual curse or hex spell or working. There are people that can just wish you bad with their minds. It's why I always tell people, and I stopped myself the other day when I was going to say something before it came to fruitation. I kind of shut my mouth because the spirits are like, shut up, don't talk about it, talk about it when it happens so you could give a testimonial about it. So I stopped talking. Because people can actually jinx you up. They can wish malice on you. And it's very powerful. Our minds are so powerful. And you can go into a public place and someone might be like, oh, she thinks she's cute. I hope that she gets hit by a car, or I hope her hair falls out. And things like that have actually happened to people. Like, somebody can actually wish you bad, and it could be so powerful, like their malice against you, that it can start to actually affect your life. So that's kind of like a cross condition, a jinx condition. They don't necessarily have to cast a spell or working against you. Again, they can do it with their mind. They can give you the evil eye. So this video is kind of like a prevention. So what you can do to avoid um, the evil eye affecting you. Even if somebody does it, there are certain barriers you can do so it doesn't even reach you. But let's say it does penetrate, and you didn't, those protective measures didn't work. There are still things you can do to remove the evil eye. So this is what the video is going to be about. So I feel like you can always do light a white candle and pray to your guardian angels when you go out, and ask. This is just some ways. Like, there's a whole bunch of ways, but these are just some ways that I could quickly think of. I'm going to go into more elaborate details in my classes, but I kind of just wanted to touch base and at least the surface, okay? And maybe that could help you guys out there starting out on your journey, or if you never thought of it and you're like, a lot of weird things are happening in my life right now. I don't understand why my desires are not coming true. Things are stagnant, my finances, my relationship. You could be a victim of the evil eye. So these things wouldn't hurt to try, right? So one of the things I want to talk about is candle. You can use candles for prevention, and you can use candles when you are a victim of the evil eye. I like using guardian angel candles. If guardian angels don't speak to you, you can just use a plain white candle. I know some people use black candles for cleansing and things. I don't. So I'm only using, I use black candles for not so cleansing purposes. I'm not even going to lie. I don't use them for any type of healing purposes at all. So I tend to use white, and either plain white or with a guardian angel on it, so on and so forth. You could dedicate it to your spirit guide, you could dedicate it to your ancestors, so on and so forth. And you could just ask these energies to protect you from anyone who has malice intentions of you. You can even ask them to reveal that person in a dream, and how ways you can avoid that situation, so on and so forth. If you've already been a victim of the evil eye, you can pray to your guardian angel or your deities, or whatever path you follow, your spirits of protection, to pretty much break up the conditions and cleanse you and remove the evil eye from you. You can take a egg. There's a ritual my mom taught me, and I wasn't going to bring an egg here because it might crack when I'm recording. You can take an actual egg, and you can do certain prayers and things like that. There's a very healing ritual you can do with eggs, which I'm going to teach my clients how to actually do that. But you can do an egg cleansing. I'm not going to show that on this video, how to do that, because it's a family secret. You can use crystals. For those of you that you like crystals, and my hair is on this crystal. My hair is always shedding. So this is tourmaline. This is I charge this up, and I tell my crystal what I want when I am charging and clearing crystal. I take away anybody else's energy, but I also add my own. I tell the crystal what I want it to do, even when I'm creating grids and things like that. And this I dedicated for spiritual protection. It sits right in front of my computer, and it's basically if anybody wants to throw anything my way, it goes back to you, and it protects me from the evil eye. I also have mirrors everywhere. That's another way. They're charged, they're blessed in a secret ritual that I do. So whatever you want to reflect on me reflects back on you. Also, I like working with Yerba Santa. I don't work with sage bundles. I do occasionally burn loose sage that are sustainably gathered and so on and so forth. But Yerba Santa is the one that I love to use. It's the one my mom used to use, so I kind of got back into that. As you can see, I've been really using this one. And I like using my Palo Santo. I keep it on this little cauldron, and I usually pass it around my workspace in my area. That helps to prevent the evil eye and things of that nature. And also, one of the ways to prevent it too is cleaning your house on a consistent basis. Not just physically cleaning, because remember they always say cleanliness is next to godliness. A lot of malicious spirits like chaos and clutter and dirt. So keeping your house clean attracts positive spirits, also protects you from the evil eye. You should always have protections on your door and in your spirit rooms and so on and so forth. When I feel like the house needs cleansing, I do use sprays. I don't want to show the spray that I use because I feel like I want to keep that secret too. You can buy pre-made sprays or you can make your own. And I do tend to make my own, both make my own and buy pre-made ones, and just spray it around the house, especially in carpeted areas where I can't mop the carpet. I can still clean up the air. Another thing I like to do is take this Turkish Coffee Pot, and I got this from Amazon, less than $10. I put the charcoal in there and I just go around the house smoking everything out. And I have a metal plate. I put it on so if I want to put it down somewhere, I'm not scourging my surfaces, because you will scourge a surface. It happened to me by accident. It was not cute. You can create your own floor washes, or you can add other things. So you can either add herbs and make a herbal floor wash, which is similar to making like teas. Those of you that make loose teas themselves. You could buy something as simple as creolina. I got this from the Spanish bodega. This is very good. Put very little because this has a strong smell. You can go to Botanica and buy pre-made things like this. They have a lot of those dedicated to specific deity. You could add that to your mop water and do that. Or again, you can create your own herbal blends. So I always tell people it's important. It's important to have some type of herb book. Learn the medicinal and the spiritual. I also have these resins and blends that I created myself, like I said, and I put in here. I also take my cauldrons where I burn charcoal and things, and I have those going in my spirit room, so on and so forth. Praying, same thing, to protect yourself from the evil eye. You can create a mojo bag, a gris bag. You can put it in your bra. You can put crystals. That's why I like raw crystals, but the tumbled stones I do like to carry on my person. You could wear protective jewelry that you dedicate specifically for protection. Azabaches, rosaries, stuff like that. And like I was saying before, it's good to have herbal knowledge, not just magical, but medicinal as well. Let's keep our bodies going. If you are healthy and you have a strong immune system, you're not so prone to psychic attacks or the evil eye. And also resources. So I have other books that are more specifically dedicated to my Orisha path and lower path, which I'm not going to share on here because those books were recommended my godparents, and I was told to keep those books secrets and things like that. So those are secret books that I got from the path that I follow. Those I'm not going to share. So I got this one because anybody can buy this on Amazon. As you can see, there's a lot of information I do like about the book. And you could look up herbs, because this one has more of the positive side of herbs. So this is good. You could use this for protection. And you could look up herbs and see like, oh, this works for exorcisms, for instance. Bay leaf. You could add this one ingredient into a spiritual bath if you don't have high accessibility to herbs. You can use the everyday. I did a series when I first started this channel just about things like that. Bay leaves is good for exorcisms and making wishes. It's a very good cleanser. It's good for drawing money. Like bay leaves has so many magical purposes, and it's such a strong herb. You could literally use that, okay? And you can go to the dollar store and get bay leaves. You know what I mean? You can make a very strong spiritual bath with that. That's why herbal knowledge is so important. You could use your spiritual colognes. You could also use spiritual soaps. So Florida water, very good for breaking hexes, removing the evil eye, so on and so forth. You got a little bit to bath water. You got a little bit to a herbal bath that you created, so on and so forth. Another one that's good is ruda. Ruda is a very powerful herb mentioned in the Bible and everything. If you don't have resins or charcoal and things like that, you can get yourself a very inexpensive incense stick, ruda, in incense form, and burn an incense stick and go around the house with that, like I said. And you can also create your own conjure oils, or you could buy your own. This is my holy oil, and I like using this to just keep my vibrations going. I have been known to splash a little bit of ruda if I'm going somewhere because I want protection, or splash a little bit of Florida water. You could take your regular perfume, a scent that resonates with you, charge it up, bless it, and pretty much do that. And that will be a way that you could bring that energy, positive energy, into a perfume. So every time you wear that perfume outside, hey, I am putting the intentions that every time I have this perfume on, if somebody wants to hex me or cross me, it's not going to happen. I have my protective barriers on my person, and so on and so forth. You can also, if you are a victim of the evil eye, you can use sound therapy to remove negative energies. There's a certain ritual that I do as well with a bell, which I'm not going to show on here either, but I will share with my students on how to remove demonic or malicious spirits and to remove the evil eye. And yeah, so those are just some ways you can combat the evil eye. And I wanted to show you guys, I'm really proud of this. Oh, and tea, you can make tea blends. There's herbs that clean you from the inside out magically and medicinally. And you can make your own tea blend, or in a blend for floor wash, like I said before. Wanted to show you guys I just created this evil eye removing bath. I removed the bigger herbs because I don't want to clog up my shower, but yeah. And I'm really excited to be using this. The color is so pretty. It's like a light green. I like that because like prosperity and healing and heart, and just green represents a lot for me. So it also represents a road opening. I'm going to be taking a spiritual bath tonight, and doing some things for self-care. I like to do combat the evil eye on a consistent basis because of what I do for a living. You do have a lot of jealous people out there and things like that. So I think that's about it for this video. Much love, much light, much blessings, and hopefully this video helped out someone out there. I am going to be starting a second group of spiritual courses in April of 2020, and I'm going to start taking payments for that at the end of in the middle of November. So by November 15th, I'm going to start taking payments for that. So if you want any details on the next upcoming session, pricing, things like that, contact me, shamanicarabpieces.com. If you go to my website, there's contact information there, and I can give you more private instructions and details about that. But much love, light, and blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, please subscribe, comment below. You know how I am. Comments keep me going, inspires me to make more videos. Bye, guys. Love you all. Bye.